צפויה עוד העלאת ריבית אגרסיבית, ובזמן שההחזרים החודשיים על ההלוואות, המשכנתאות, המינוס מזנקים, הבנקים חוגגים. זינוק של מיליארדים בהכנסות שלהם מבלי שהם נקפו אצבע.
The Bank of China told their depositors that their savings accounts are now investment products and can no longer be withdrawn. And to stop the people from trying to withdraw their money, the CCP deployed tanks. Banks all over the world are imploding. And within this great reset, there is great opportunity for mankind, so long as we recognize who the real perpetrators are. The word apocalypse simply means the lifting of the veil, a revelation of truth, or in modern terms, the Great Awakening. Mankind is now awakening to the fact that we have been lied to and exploited as chattel for, at the very least, our entire lifetimes. And one of the most valuable truths to be gleaned from the Great Awakening, as far as human civilization is concerned, is who is responsible. It's crucial to identify who is responsible so that we can stop it from happening again, because the enemy likes to hide. There is nothing new under the sun, and all we have to do is follow the money, which leads us directly to the Federal Reserve banking system and their conglomerate of associates known as the big banks. We can trace the big banks back to Mayer Rothschild, who famously said, "Give me control of a nation's money supply, and I care not who makes its laws." And he was likely speaking about the usury laws that for centuries prevented people from charging interest on loans because it was considered theft. If all men are created equal, then the banks should be acting more like a service industry, not profiting off other people's debt. But Mayer Rothschild was able to bypass these usury laws because the Rothschild banking dynasty was merely a front for the royal bloodlines. As the old world order adapted their schemes for the Industrial Revolution, the Rothschild banking dynasty began running central banks for kings throughout Europe. And in America, they partnered with the Morgans to create the Federal Reserve banking system, which would normalize usury and debt for generations to come. For millennia, usury was considered immoral and denounced by major religions and philosophers. But today, it's completely normal in the West to be broken by debt and at the same time considered successful. But this is new. Many places still see usury as a crime against humanity. Libya had gone from one of the poorest countries to the richest in Africa by creating its own bank backed by gold and silver, and no usury. By 2011, the people of Libya were beginning to know real wealth, and Gaddafi was about to spread this model throughout all of Africa. But the old world order had other plans, and so Libya was looted and destroyed. The big banks and their royal inbred masters are responsible for the entire clown show we are seeing today. The Rockefeller family's Big Pharma engineered the COVID pandemic as a black swan event to collapse the world economy so that the old world order can discreetly become the new world order. They are orchestrating the radical LGBTQ agenda as a smokescreen to confuse you, while using Joe Biden and the United Nations 2030 agenda as scapegoats for the collapse of the US dollar. Because these inbred crooks plan on staying in power, and they need someone else to blame when they come to our rescue with a new financial system. Fortunately, this Great Awakening has revealed that we no longer need the old world order's big banks. We now have over a decade of cryptocurrency stress testing that proves we don't need centralized banking. And we have centuries of stress testing that prove the stability of gold and silver. The new world order is just the old world order, a cabal of parasite crime families feeding off of humanity. And if we fail to take control of our own destiny now, then the new world order will succeed and mankind will be eradicated. The choice is ours, and there won't be a second chance. Reporting for InfoWars, this is Greg.